Hi guys, this is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on The Supernatural Show. The show that is not for entertainment purposes only. But this is the show where you come if you want to find truth about the supernatural realm and world that we live in, and the supernatural events going on and the hidden occultic events that are going on around the world. Today we're going to just be, we're really just going to be communicating with y'all guys. Because y'all guys, whether you realize it or not, are part of the show. Whether you choose to comment or just watch or whatever you choose to do, the fact that you're here makes you part of the show. And we're glad you're here. Now, who is we? We is, got me here, Daniel Alexander Cannon. We've got Shannon from the YouTube channel Children of the Most High. We've got Roxy here from the Roxy Files. I keep interrupting y'all guys with my big mouth. We've also got Miss Kim here. She's the co-director in the background here, helping us out as well. And but more importantly, who we have here with us today is y'all guys. Y'all guys are here with us. I see Super Dave, our supernatural moderator, in the house. I see Mike Smith. I see you here, brother. Hope you read my text that I sent to you earlier, and everybody was sending to you. And we've got Watchman Woman here. We've got Stacy, Salah. Stacy, what's happening, Stacy? We've got Triple X, Triple Six, Quadruple X. I'm here. Yep, we see you. What's happening? And we're glad y'all guys are here because you are part of the show, especially Super Dave and Super Mike, but all of you. So thank you for being here. And what in the supernatural is going on with either you, Roxy, or you, Shannon?
I'll let Roxy go first.
What's happening, Kent?
Oh, I'm up late every night.
That is weird. I have noticed that.
I have not been outside much yet today.
The streaks, the sky painting that they like to do with all the chemtrails. Well, they went away for a couple days, and then I seen one evening where they came back, and then now they're gone again. Since last night or yesterday, they're gone again. And if you look up, people, if you never seen a plane from the 1970s, a jet flying over from the 1970s and 80s, look up and you'll see one. It just leaves a little short trail. But nowadays, everybody, the people that were born from probably around 1995 and on, think that planes leave this long plume in the sky, covering the sky in clouds, and that's not the way it works. As a matter of fact, I got somebody that's kind of on the inside of the airline industry that I'm going to ask some more questions about that. If he's listening, he knows who he is. I ain't gonna say no more than that, but I'm gonna ask him some questions about, I wonder if he's seen the storage tanks or has any knowledge he might share about that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who can't you hear, Stacy?
Okay, hang on, let me see. Aha.
It's probably me.
That would be you, Roxy. All that talking you did.
All that talking I did, and Stacy didn't even get to hear it. I'm sorry, Stacy. It's Daniel's fault.
You missed
all of that.
You ain't gonna believe what you missed.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Profound.
Poetic and philosophical.
All I was saying was, hello, and it's beautiful here. It's sweater weather. I've noticed some plants that are blooming that should not be blooming for this time of year, but we have an awful lot more sunshine here in the South because I've noticed a lot fewer streaks in the sky.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Have y'all guys noticed that? Let's see in the comments. Y'all guys,
Kent says it's been heavy spraying
it's
there
been
today.
heavy there. Where are you at, Kent? Because on the East Coast,
I think
I
Kent's
ain't
in the
looked up in the last
mountains.
30 minutes, but on the East Coast, it's been clear. And there's plenty of jets flying because we're right in a flight path.
I wonder if that has something to do with the new hurricane or storm that's forming on your side, because I mean, I
It
haven't
wouldn't
really
change
been
what's coming out
outside
of the back of the
today.
airplane.
I mean, if these things might have something to do with, modification of
I
things,
see what you're
maybe
saying.
that might be a part of why your guys aren't seeing it in your area on the East Coast, but it might be prominent in other places in the country because of the manipulation or modification.
That's something to consider.
Kent's in North Carolina.
100% here in Virginia, according to Williams Wanderlust. 100% what? Meaning they're spraying or they're not spraying, Williams? Let us know that, please, sir. Let's see. Kent says no, and he's in North Carolina. Or he meant North Carolina, I think is what he didn't mean to say no. So North Carolina, you're getting up there heavy. Wait a minute, let me go look outside. I'll be right back. You guys talk.
Well, since he did ask me what in the supernatural is going on,
Get it, Shannon.
Roxy and I had a show last night about prepping and survival tips, which of course we're going to continue this subject matter probably next Thursday on Children of the Most High. But right as I got off of the live and I had been talking about California and our earthquake situation, literally not even, we're talking 5 minutes after I get done, there was a direct earthquake right where I live. And I was like, what you trying to tell me, God?
Do you have your go bag ready?
Right, I consider that to be quite supernatural.
What is it? What?
This is a breaking update on the skies outside. It's clear and there are no chemtrails.
Really?
Okay.
I thought it was the emergency broadcast system going on there for a minute.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Anyways.
That's a good update, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I have to use that some other time.
But in other words, guys, it was very important that we did the show that we did last night, and we're going to continue on that train, considering, things might be popping off around me here pretty soon, and possibly you guys on the East Coast with whatever is coming your way. So get your go bags, guys. Get your stuff going.
Don't know where you're going, but get something. Super Dave says that it has seemed to be especially clear. Super Dave is in western South Carolina. I'm in eastern South Carolina, right by the coast. And I seen when I went outside, I seen 4 jets, but they all had the short little contrails. The chemtrails is the one where they're spraying some kind of chemicals and various things that we don't know for sure, but we think aluminum, barium, and some other things like that. Who knows?
I wonder if there could be parasitical things.
Let's hope not. But Father, the way he made our bodies, typically the only way anything can get in is if it is basically by a snake bite or anything that's like a snake bite, like a needle. Kent said he's in Charlotte, so he's getting chemmed up there, but not down here. Interesting.
Stacy, Stacy, you can't drop that information in a message, sweetheart, and just Forget to remind me where you live at, my love. Where do you live? What area is that? I'm now interested. I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Did you read the comment? For the last week at 10 a.m., there's a heavy plane sound. Huge, but no plane to match said sound. Pretty sure it's cloaked and seems to come in and out of a portal. My husband has been witnessing this from the other side of town. Same thing. Just a footnote. Florida. You down at the bottom, you over toward the Gulf. Where you at? I got to correlate this with, like, I got to do some GPSing on this, Stacy. You got to give me more. I'm in a rabbit hole now.
Isn't the Bermuda Triangle near?
It's the
I'm not worried about that. No,
I'm
baby.
just, because you're talking about planes and portals and cloaked stuff. I mean, how many stories have we heard of the Bermuda Triangle and other said triangles
I feel
having
fully
this kind
sure
of thing?
there's something there.
So that's why I'm saying, you're in Florida. Isn't that close by?
Supposedly
This triangle?
there's a pyramid on the bottom of the ocean down there. And if it was a pyramid, it would cause, the energetic energy coming out that pyramid, if it's still a functional pyramid, would cause all kinds of, the compasses to spin, people to trip out, lose where they're going, fly in circles, maybe even crash, depending on situations. I can't say that's for sure, but I did a bunch of research one time, and I found some photos from some divers who said there was a pyramid down there.
Well, you got, Space Force is opening their new place down there in Alabama, right next to the Gulf of America. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't saying.
Williams Wanderlust says, I'm in central Virginia, by the way, Richmond, and near the James River, not far from Governor's beautiful mansion. Semper Fi, or Semper Die, he says. Okay. Semper Fi. Okay.
He clarified it was Fi, not die.
He's like, oops, I didn't mean to say that.
I'm on it, Stacy. I'll be looking into this. I need to know.
This is one of the ways that we can stay aware of things if we all work together. If you realize the fact that, we're actually real people. We're not like not all other channels, but a lot of other YouTube channels and other broadcasting groups and stuff. We're actually real people, and we want to work with y'all guys and know what's going on, not wonder or let me check what's on the radio, or let me see what's on TV. I wonder what they're saying is happening over there. Over there saying this. And then we don't know, we still know nothing, because you can't trust a single word that comes out of, basically the television for sure. And then probably 98% of YouTube.
Well, Stacy, if you, I know you said you can't see anything, but you can hear it. If you get the opportunity, you or your husband, would you record a snippet of that audio if you catch it coming over with no video? Just video the clouds for me.
Your cell phone will pick it up even if you don't think it will. And if you can get it to us, I can take it and put it in my editor, and we can turn it up and hear what it sounds like. Trust me. All you got to do is submit it on the website. There's numerous places there where you can submit video and stuff. Stacy said, I caught my husband's attention and he don't mind nothing. I'll be outside tomorrow and try and catch it. Excellent. Yeah. Because we need to pay attention. And y'all guys are our eyes and our ears. Absolutely. Since it's happening around.
Hold on one second. So, something very weird just happened right now.
What's happening, Michael? What, Shannon?
I have all my equipment on Do Not Disturb. All of it. Which means my tablet...
Shannon's going to talk about technology.
Right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. My tablet shouldn't make the sound when there's a text message going through.
Mm.
So I heard the sound and I was checking everything. I'm like, Do Not Disturb is correct. It's on all of these devices. And I just now realized I heard that in my head and it wasn't out loud because you guys didn't hear it. You didn't ask me what that
No.
noise was.
Nope, we didn't hear it. Did you hear anything, Roxy?
No.
No, I didn't either. So you're saying you're hearing things. So what you're saying?
I heard the notification sound in my head, but it didn't actually make a sound, and it kind of just tripped me out right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Like, I know there's a thing where you mentally can hear your notifications because it's going off even when it's not, but a lot of the times that's because there's still no message going through or whatever, you're just hearing it. But I heard it in real time as the message went through, but it didn't actually do it out loud. So talk about supernatural.
So you're talking, you're saying a message did go through, but
yes.
It didn't do it out loud, but you heard
something. But I heard it. And I was like tripping out. Like, I thought I put, do not disturb on everything.
Visitor 5086 on the Supernatural Show website said, you better put your tinfoil hat on then.
It's pretty big, but I might.
That would have blocked it.
Do that.
Oh, speaking of that, let's take a moment, guys, and then we'll come back and chat some more. Let's go to the tinfoil hat contest, because I've got some photos up, and I know there's some people who have submitted some that are not on here yet, like Super Dave for one, and I think there's a few others.
You have the gallery up! Sorry, that was really loud.
Check out Shannon and her airplane wing on her head. Now that is a tinfoil hat.
That is so cool!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see these.
I think she can fly with that one.
That's awesome.
And that one is.
Oh, see, look at that pretty one.
That glows in the dark, I think.
She's a pretty one.
Yep. Everybody's doing a great job.
This is so much fun.
If you're, I know for a fact there's like three different people who have tried to submit. Look, they entered it on there, but their photos didn't come through. If you tried to submit for the tinfoil hat contest, and I'm not showing them right here, please, let's see, what's the best way to get it other than, because you can come on here and you can submit, and all these came through there, so it's working. But if for some reason I'm not getting it through here, maybe y'all guys should go to send it to me in email. To LogicBeforeAuthority@gmail. LogicBeforeAuthority, all one word, @gmail. If you're not seeing your photos here, because there were three more entries that didn't have any photos attached. And I'm pretty sure that means that somehow they didn't attach and come in. So yeah, we've got some entries on the tinfoil hat contest. And I know Roxy has got some photos too. I need Roxy to send me hers as well. And then me and Miss Kim have got to try to get ours finished up and get some photos in here. Because there's actually some rather decent winnings on the line here. We've got, if you win this contest, and the people that are on the show, like us, we're not in the same contest as the viewers, because it would be a little unfair, because there's going to be a voting involved. We have our own little side contest going, then there's a contest for y'all guys. For y'all guys, if you can get a hat made of any kind you want, and it can be functional, think about Faraday cage, think about the properties of aluminum and tinfoil, and things like this, and try to make a hat and it can be for your head, or it could be for a hat for, maybe something else that needs a Faraday cage or a tinfoil hat on it. Maybe it's one for your dog. I don't know.
Are we opening up? Are we opening up the possibility of Mylar and usage with it as well, or are we not going to do that?
Well, I don't really see any problems with that really, other than I don't know if Mylar would be easier or harder to work with. Might be easier. Hair is a little less easy. It can produce some of the same results because, like, if Shannon had that hat on and she was outside, you got to realize that it would make a difference. And even this one, it would make a difference as to whether the same frequencies would not be able to enter into your head. I mean, if people start seeing aliens and all this, I don't know about y'all guys, but I'm going to get my tinfoil hat and put it on.
I challenge everybody to wear it 10 minutes a day. Wear it 10 minutes a day.
Let's see what
in
you
your
notice,
house.
right?
Yeah, see if you notice anything.
Mm-hmm.
If I do, I may not be able to get through many doors, but I'm down to do that.
That's your
Right.
10-minute time out. Go get in your
Wear it
closet.
outside, Shannon. You know that part that has green stuff, that area? Outside.
You know it. I would anyways. And yeah, it's right up my alley.
And I'll give you guys another little update. And y'all guys can still submit until Halloween, October 31st, for the tinfoil hat contest. Give y'all guys an update on the Superthon real quick. Made some more progress on that. And let's see here. The last time we were at about 2,400, something like that. And now we're at 3,083. Of our $10,000 goal. We're trying to raise $10,000 in the month of October. I committed to going live every day, and I've kept my word so far. I don't think I'm going to bail out at this point. On the 24th, I've been live actually 25 days in a row, and I've got to make it to the 31st, which will be a Friday, so I'll get that weekend off. That Saturday and that Sunday, which I am so much looking forward to, because a man, like I told guys earlier, I said, a man compared to a woman, now, y'all ladies bear with me and don't get insulted, but a man is not supposed to have to talk this much in a month. This is too much talking. We do, y'all girls, y'all can talk. Like Miss Kim, she get on the phone with 2 or 3 of her girlfriends, and it'll be for hours. Or Shannon and Roxy, they get to going, it's hours. I mean, we were beyond the veil in the pre-show for an hour and a half, and they were just,
We like that every day, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Women, compared to man, man is not supposed to talk this much. He's supposed to shut up or listen or something.
Women are eloquent and articulate communicators, sir. We're good at it.
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Now, just to give some credit on some of these numbers, how we made it to 3,083. One is, the first one is, as y'all guys know, my YouTube channel is monetized. I didn't monetize for the first 7 years of doing this, and found out, come along one day, I was homeless and sleeping in a tent, and I started doing a little research, and I figured out, wait a minute, I've thrown away $170,000 here. Maybe I should reconsider what I'm doing here. And because I have a policy of I will not sell out. And luckily, this is still not selling out. Because we've turned down many, many advertisers that have come to us, like Red Bull and Pepsi and different things that want us to put their ads in, and we've said no, So anyways, I was able to get $420 in YouTube revenue because of the ads that they run. And I included that in here because it is only because of y'all guys that watch and participate that money exists to start with. So it is from y'all guys technically. Even though it's a roundabout way, it's still $420 came in from my YouTube monetization. So I thank y'all guys. All of you deserve some credit for that. Then we had some other good news. We had Penny D. She joined the TheSupernatural.Show website, as a TSS and Beyond the Veil new member on the website. So thank you very much, Penny. And Rachel M. joined the website as well as a TSS member of the website, of the Supernatural.Show website. Thank you very much, Rachel, for joining the team. And then we had Pamela B, join the website as well, the TSS website as well. So thank you, Pamela B. And also another one, and this is all in the last couple of days. Y'all guys are doing awesome. I've got a goal of getting to 100 TSS and Beyond the Veil members in the next 60 days. So we're making some progress on the next goal that I'll announce next month. Paul M. joined TSS and Beyond the Veil as well. And Rachel M., she had also made a donation earlier in the month as well. So Rachel gets a double clap. So thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you to all of you. I will be going back through the entire list again on Monday. But for now, let's get back to the giggling and the conversation with the guys out there that are most important. The guys that are here right now at this moment. We do got visitor 5086. You need to be logging in so that way I know who you are instead of saying visitor 5086. Says the tinfoil hat, stay alert while blocking those pesky false alerts. Yeah, exactly. I think he's talking to you, Shannon. Stay alert while blocking those pesky false alerts. The ones you're hearing in your head there, which is pretty wild. Let's see. Get back to y'all guys here. Stacy says, she says she's always hearing dings in her head. I wonder if that's where the term being dinging comes from. I don't know.
I actually watched a thing the other day, and it was a girl. It was an experiment. She walks into a doctor's office. There's 3 other people sitting in there. She walks in a couple of minutes, there's a buzzer that goes off. When it buzzes, everybody else in the office stands up, sits down. Does it like 5 or 6 times. Nobody says anything to her. She doesn't ask any questions. Buzzer goes off. This time, she stands up and sits down because she thinks she's doing something wrong because she didn't go with the flow of the rest of the crowd. Eventually, they call the people out of the lobby that were the original stand-up, sit-downs. They've left. But because she took on the trait and others watched it, they will continue to filter through the process, and almost everybody will do it before the end of the day. The rat and the bell. Everybody thinks they're not doing something right because everybody else is doing it, so they start doing it too.
Yeah, the human blocking or whatever behavior that we have is it's very powerful, and it's one of the things they use against us. We have to realize you cannot allow anyone else to influence your decisions. Even like you'll have people say you need to do this, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, or I'd go do this or that, but you're the one that's going to have to live with the result of what happens. And so don't consider what everybody says, but make your own decisions. Don't be that sheep that just runs when the other sheep runs, because you might be running into a pig drop gate kill fence or something like that in a way. Carrie Bill says she loves your hat, Shannon.
Thank you. Hey, it was fun to
Carrie
make.
said also that she can only chat on the Logic Before Authority channel. Well, I mean, that makes sense. How many channels can you be on at once? You know, you can only, unless she's saying she can't own the other channel for some reason, or other channels. I don't know. But at least you're on the biggest one there, so you're good. Let's see. Yeah, I understand, Claudette. You know, you do give by just being here. Okay. You're here, you're communicating, you're participating, you're listening, you're commenting even. So you do give. So, if you, here, let me pull something up I've got here that might help a few people. Let's see, where's it at? Yeah, this one for a second. Okay, and this might not work for you, Claudette, at the moment, but it might help somebody. That is a coupon number for the website. If you wanted to join the Beyond the Veil, meaning the entire level 2 and level 3 Beyond the Veil, so you get everything participate in everything, okay? You can use that coupon code, Superthon Coupon 25. And what that'll do is that'll knock $15 off of the monthly donation of the $35. That'll knock it down to $20. So take advantage of that. You got to enter it just like you see it here. Use the capital letters, all one word, and the number 25 at the end. Superthon Coupon 25. Y'all guys are welcome to do that, and it'll stay that way for 1 year. And then at 1 year, if I'm still doing things right and you still want to be with me, and I'm sure I'll have other promotions in the future where it'll work to get y'all guys going. Yeah, so let me find my thing again. Nope, that ain't it. Where'd it go? Oh, there. Yeah, there we go. Let's see who else is talking and wants me to notice, or one of us to notice something. Yeah, definitely might be a good time to put your tinfoil hat on when you see aliens, because I'm telling you, they're gonna do it. They don't do nothing that's not done for a bunch of other reasons. And I was saying earlier before the show started, even if I'm wrong about some things about the moon, understanding the noble gases that exist up there, and that all these specific gases, the one that are in the upper atmosphere up against our firmament, they are the ones that, the gases that when they're ionized, meaning energized, they glow like neon. That's one of the gases. And we all are familiar with neon and how it can glow when it's energized. And so that basically produces the perfect conditions to put on a holographic a show. So I hope that we can be ready enough for when it happens that we'll be able to laugh at it or say, well, that sure is a good show. But then I'm sure they're going to do some things also, like bring in some of maybe their TR3Bs, the big triangle shaped crafts that, matter of fact, me and Shannon, or excuse me, Roxy, have both seen. So we know they have big crafts that they could bring out in the daytime and freak some people out down low. So they'll probably do some of that mixed with a big show in the heavens. It'll probably start with a big show in the heavens. It's going to be a good one. For sure. Y'all guys still there? Did I lose you? Did I push the wrong button?
No, we're here.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yep.
Good. I see your messages, 5086. I see you. Ping, ping. Yep. Get logged in. You can even sign up for the free membership to get logged in. That ain't too much to ask. Is it free? Let's see here. Yeah, Kent, it's like a giant holographic movie screen. I mean, once you get it in your head and you understand that we're under a firmament in the image of your eye, just like your eye is, and we're under there, and that's where our existence is. And then, but there's that firmament up there. No matter what it's made out of, I'm sure it ain't just like glass exactly. But it creates the perfect situation to be able to do like a, what's those theaters? The IMAX. Oh, yeah, there you go. Imagine that. They call it the IMAX theater. Why do they call it the IMAX, you reckon? Either one
Well,
you guys.
just like they call it the iPhone and the this and the iCloud and
What are they hiding? But they're hinting at it by using the word I.
Well, I mean, we could go all-seeing eye, we could go firmament, we could go the eye of God.
It's the secrets that are held. Part of it, all that is right, but it's the secrets that are held in the design of our eye, the design and the function of the eye. Because once you understand that completely, how you think magicians and like in Las Vegas, the really high-paid ones that put on a big show and people disappearing, doing all these things, all you got to do is understand how the eye works. And there's a list of so many criteria that have to be met. And they know that if they can meet all that criteria, the human eye and the human brain believes it's real. You cannot discern any difference. And so, and they know those criteria, what are needed.
Which is why it's so important to rely on your relationship with Jesus and to listen to the Holy Spirit and be in a spiritual mindset, because your eyes will play tricks on you. Your hearing will play tricks on you. There are things that will be able to be manipulated, but the Holy Spirit is not manipulated, and the Holy Spirit will absolutely send off the red flags and get you to snap out of it and give you discernment and what you're really seeing and what is true and what isn't.
But you've got to ask and you've got to give permission for Father to intervene, because he's giving you free will. He won't take it back unless you give him permission. Father, if these things are happening, please let me know somehow. You know, give him permission, because he's not going to take something that he's given you away.
Well, that's really important to remember.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. That's really important to remember, is that, I kind of lost it, but that's okay.
Well,
it's been happening a lot today.
It happens. Visitor 5086 says theater, and then in front of the word theater, he puts the word ear. You know, and also the other day I looked at it like the eater. You know, like the eater, theater, the eater. Because it is kind of like you're consuming something, but then also there's a reason why it has ears, the ear sound in there. Yep.
So this is an interesting thought on that. And you know that I am really kind of obsessed in etymology and breaking down the true meaning, the root meaning of what words are.
Me too.
And there are two spellings for theater. There is theater, which is the live theater. So it's the live action. You're going to a playhouse to see people in person act out on a stage. And that is spelled with the R-E instead of the E-A-R, which is what we know as movie theaters. So the movie theater is spelled differently, and that's the one that has the ear in the name, but the other one does not. You know what I mean? And that is used with projection and
have you
things along those lines.
That's why that is?
No, it's something that I'm now curious into really looking into, but there is an obvious difference in the spelling for a reason, because, you know, I was a theater nerd myself, and that was something that we always got kind of schooled on if you misspelled it in the wrong term, because it was important. Your deciphering whether it's live action and whether it's, projection entertainment. So I'll look into that and see a little bit more, but I just thought I'd bring that up because there are two different spellings and for two different purposes to make it different. So I'll look into that right now.
And it's interesting when you think about, we've all went to the movies many times, and we're looking at you're looking at the screen, and you can tell that that what you're looking at is on a screen because it's not meeting at least one of the requirements for your mind to be able to discern whether it's, a movie on a screen or whether it looks real enough to believe that it is real and now and happening in front of you. But holograms, the new technology that uses the noble gases in the equipment, they meet all of the requirements. And so, how long is it going to, the IMAX theater meets an additional requirement that allows depth. That's why, because it's a bent concave, just like the firmament, it's a bent concave screen. And so it meets a depth criteria for you to believe it's real, but you still know that it's not quite real. But how long is it going to be before they have a holographic theater? Matter of fact, I wonder if they have one now. Let me see if I see anything out there.
So the root of that word, by the way, means behold, and it is from the Greek word theistia. Anyways, I can't pronounce it. Sorry for my Greek friends out there for slaughtering your language, but it means behold. And it's interesting because, again, it does differentiate between the different types of, I guess, buildings and ways that you view this dramatic activity happening in front of you. But they do note that there is a meaning with war, denoting weapons for the use in a particular region between tactical and strategic. So I just kind of thought I'd mention that because they specifically note that it is also attached to war. And you've heard that before, the theater of war, or so just kind of wanted to.
Well, the theater of war also protests to propaganda. Back in medieval times, most people could not read, didn't have the internet back then.
Right.
So one way of information, like moving from one kingdom to another, there would be a troupe of actors that would actually go into the local towns, and they would have a little play. A lot of times those plays were of things that were going on in the other side of the world.
Right.
But they were exaggerated to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Which
theater used to be the local Inquirer.
Right.
Right.
I like that analogy. I will never
Now it's
get
just
that
all
out of my
central
head.
casting. But if you wanted to sway the thought of people on another side of the kingdom that, the king or queen is bad, of course you would pay actors to go over and portray a play showing the king and queen as horrible people, the same way they do it now.
Yeah, nothing new under the sun, guys.
That's right. Same old tricks, different delivery.
Well, and they always say the world is a stage, so they're telling you right there it's theater. This is acting.
Alice Family Entertainment Center. Let me pull that one up. I can type. Alice.
Today I just happened to notice the word stable coin has the word table in it. Just remember, they will flip the tables.
Okay, so it looks like they are coming out with the holographic theaters. Here's one.
Wow.
This one here is talking about they bring dinosaurs to life. No 3D glasses required. The 3D glasses means that they're not, excuse me. The fact that you don't need 3D glasses means they're using lasers to create, and the lasers where the lines cross, where the interference exists, is where the pixels are created that your eye can see and what makes it look real. So they've got that one. Where is this one at? Does it say? Visits. Visitor info. Well, come on. Visitor info. Where's this at?
Hey Roxy, I'm sending you something right now about the glasses that we were talking about. Just because it might be easier to send to you than Daniel, but this is on what we're talking about.
The Dyson glasses.
And I thought maybe we could share it through one of you. I don't know, but
well, let me send you a picture, Shannon.
Okay.
I've not shared these with anybody because...
Oh, you can't say that live on here and then nobody can't see.
Well, in all fairness, I did share it with Roxy right now so we could share it. So I didn't bother you.
Man, ain't nobody gonna see it on here unless I get it. I be the director.
Oh, yep, that is the truth. Whoa.
Breaking news, it's still clear outside, no chemtrails to be seen.
Hang on.
And that's not a filter? That's just...
it's filtered with something like what you just sent me.
Oh.
I got a piece. I shall share, Daniel.
Or let me know if I can share it on here. If it's appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate. And so is the other thing I sent too. Because it goes into the whole, the 3D glasses and the whatever glass
Dionyson.
Dionyson. Thank you. I can read, I promise.
Yep, they definitely are coming out with...
It's at the Logic email address.
Holograph website. I mean, not websites, but theaters. Yep. Located inside the main event in Gilbert, Arizona. Verse Immersive is the only holographic theater of its kind. We use augmented reality visors to bring 3D characters and stories to life, immersing you and your companions in the interactive tales and lies that are unfolding all around you. You won't know whether it's reality or Memorex. That didn't go across too good, did it? Oops.
I'm watching kids. I got kids outside playing.
You sending?
Yeah, you got an email at LogicBeforeAuthority.
Email. Okay. All right. Well, look at that. All right. Enough. We're looking up the theaters. We know they got them. Let's pull everybody else back up here.
I'm also sending you, Daniel, that other thing that I sent Roxy. So maybe we could share at least the picture of the video if you don't want to play the whole thing, but it's about this guy who...
So what is this picture, Roxy?
That's a picture taken with an iPhone to a particular piece of glass. That's what those look like. It's an old piece, so it's not as in good a shape as it should be. But I actually found a piece of it, some of the original one, which is not easy to do.
You must share your resources.
Found at a yard sale.
Oh, then that's not something I can.
Trust me. I thought it was just a hunk of something laying in the bottom of a box when I realized what it was.
What kind of file is that? saying it's a HEIC file. I don't know how to open that.
Oh,
It's
the
just
one
a
that I
photo.
sent? Oh.
I'm gonna have to screenshot it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I can see it, but it won't like save it and open it properly.
It's just a photo off my iPhone.
Yeah, but I gotta figure out how to get it on screen. Oh, and I've got to beat me another second here. Not a lot of this is gonna blow everybody down, but maybe there's some information behind the photo that she's gonna share that's really interesting for some reason.
Well, back in the military, there were these Dionysian glasses that they had given to the men to help see at night, different things.
Oh, I know this.
A lot of those men that had these glasses said they were seeing demons, and they thought they were losing it, so they took the glasses from them. But when you got two guys side by side that are seeing the same demon, there's something to be said that you're being seen through that piece of glass.
Well, this is why I hope you at least share the picture of the video that I sent you, Daniel.
How did you send it?
Also through Logic Before Authority, but it's just like
Just
now.
Okay.
Yeah. But the things that are depicted in these pictures, because this scientist figured out how to capture it on film, what they're seeing through these glasses. He was very obsessed over it, and he's gone missing, of course, right? But the images you see in this, those were the things that I saw when I was experimenting with DMT, also known as dimethyltryptamine.
Right.
Those beings that you see in these photos that these men in the military could see through these glasses, this man was able to capture it on film, and this is what you will see when you're in the realm
like some of
with
the
DMT.
images. To me, those look, especially a little bit earlier in what he was showing here. Let me see if I can back it up. Like photos are these images here. Those look like exact reflective images, the way like the Last Supper and some other art is done, where you can only see what's there when you like flip the image or do something to where you can actually see it.
This guy
even
who
overlay the image on itself or something like that. So anyways, go ahead.
This guy, he explains in the video that the scientist who was able to capture these on film, he used frequency electromagnetics and high-tech camera equipment, but that's all it took to be able to capture these images. And like I'm saying, this is 100% real, because these were the things that I could see when I was on dimethyltryptamine, on DMT. And that's this description of these kinds of beings is what so many people say when they take that substance. So it's really, this is like a really good way of describing that these things are real. This spiritual realm is real. These
it's real.
Demonic beings are around you at all times in another dimensional realm, but it's still there in sharing the same space. You know what I mean? And when you're actually because dimethyltryptamine, as Roxy has mentioned many times, is something that you produce naturally in your pineal gland. You get the largest dose when you're born and when you die. And then it also is activated in your dream state. And this is a link to the spiritual world. But these entities, when you're experimenting with this and trying to take it into your own hands, know this, and they mess with you. You end up trapped in their dimensional space, and they're telling you, this is love, this is blah blah, and it's so like insane to see, and it's colorful, and they're all like that, like that whole like mirror image thing that you see in those pictures. And this is what these men were seeing with these glasses in real time. And they didn't even have to take the DMT. They didn't have to have something to chemically get them in that space. They were literally able to see it in real time.
I'm trying to correlate now the tie between the body's natural DMT level and correlate it to people with bipolar and schizophrenia.
I believe I sent you a very interesting interview with this man who worked with schizophrenics for over 40 years in the prison systems, and his findings. And it's very interesting because, you know, he talks about how the medication has all of these side effects, and it suppresses it momentarily, but it tends to make them more crazy, but they just are quiet about it. But once they get off of it, it's still so intense that, you know, it gets to them and they start acting out. And it's just interesting because he was able to help a lot of people without the medications when he understood that it was a real spiritual thing, and he wasn't even on the religion train or spiritual train before any of this. But the things he experienced, he couldn't dismiss it. But there wasn't anybody he could talk to about it because they would put him in the ward, you know? So I just found it very interesting. It's like once he was starting to figure out that these were real entities that are messing with these people, he was able to get them to understand that, and the fact, you know, with conversing with them and whatever. I mean, it wasn't "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," which it should have been, but in the same aspect, it was like proving that this is more than just voices in your head.
Well, see, back before I looked into what medicine I was taking shortly after cancer treatment and all of that, at that point, after I'd been through what I went through with the chemo, I was just, you know, hand it to me if it'll keep me drawing air, because I ended up hospitalized so much. You thought every weekend was going to be your last. But I looked into one of the meds they gave me, because after coming off chemo, I started having these extreme hot flashes. Like I thought I was burning from the inside out. You could physically check my temperature. It had changed, you know.
Right.
If you were standing close to me, you could feel the heat radiating off me. And I was going to this doctor, and I really liked that doctor. I don't think she had any ill intent in it, but I started taking the drug and it fixed the problem. Well, my body works a little different, so it didn't take long before the dose was maxed out. I was on it for 3 years. After I worked my way off of it, I found out it's a drug they gave for schizophrenics, which in the end alters your DMT level. That DMT imbalance I had from whatever the chemo had done was part of what was causing the extreme hot flashes. Like, I would literally wake up in the middle of the night and be so hot and sweaty that I was having nightmares that I was in hell. Like, I mean, it was horrific kind of hot flashes. But after a month or two, the nightmare stopped and the hot flashes quit. And I kept on taking the medicine, and I was scared of it wearing off because I didn't want to go back through that again. And I spent about 2 years like having the personality of cardboard, laying on a couch eating Pop-Tarts and Oreos.
Right. Well, see, here's the thing. Your natural production, right? In your natural production of DMT, it is your source to the spiritual realm, to God, to be able to speak with the Holy Spirit. And I personally do not know if God is intended for it to be calcified for so long, because the way, you know, we have been, in a sense, cut off to the spiritual world, and you get more connected to it when you accept Jesus in your heart and you accept the Holy Spirit, and God is in control of that spiritual communication. But when they're messing with it and giving it to you in these means, it's for them to control it, and they are messing with it in a way to where it is not of God's control, it is of their control, because you don't know what it is you're messing with. And they do that a lot in medications. They put these kinds of things in there so that way they have a control of your behavior and the way your dimethyltryptamine, your pineal gland works. You know, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Cash, I
Sherry.
see you out there.
Sherry or Cherry, something like that. I apologize. I'm not sure, but I think she said Mike Morales before he passed. And Mike Morales, he was a YouTuber, and he really worked really hard for a lot of years, and then all of a sudden something happened and he passed. But she says before he passed, had air from Trisil. Are you talking about South Carolina? I don't know. Tested and ground and watered, maybe tested or something like that. Trying to see what I guess was trying to see what was probably in the chemtrails and stuff. But yeah, thank you for your comment. I was going to show real quick because I've had it pulled up. I wanted y'all guys to make sure you realize something. And that's everybody. You see the little rainbow here? This is the visible spectrum of light that our eyes are said to be able to see. And when it comes on the entire spectrum of light, we only see a little slice of reality. You have all of this over here. You have all of this over here. And the reason why it's bigger is because it's a matter of the wavelength. It's the frequency length, how long the wavelength is, okay? And because our eyes only see wavelengths between 400 to 700, basically. And but there's way more there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there's way more there. We'll call it the supernatural visual realm. There's way more there than we can perceive. I mean, it's not just a little bit, like a little realm there that we can't see. It's a huge amount that we're blind to in this world. And I would imagine, obviously, Father designed our eyes so that we only see this realm and we don't see the other realm that, you know, where the demons exist and these things like this that would probably not be too good if we could see it, you know, but they're obviously the ones that be in this world that have all the money to do all this research. They obviously have glasses or goggles or technology or cameras or glass, even maybe like in fighter jets and stuff, where you can see some of those other frequencies and be able to visualize what's actually there. Now, you know, you talk about like Star Trek and all the technologies that Star Trek had, right? Well, how hard would it be to cloak? You know, all you got to do is get the vibration of whatever it is that you're trying to cloak to vibrate outside of the visual spectrum of our eyes. If it vibrated faster or slower, you know, than our visual spectrum, we just wouldn't be able to see it. It might be there, but we wouldn't be able to see it. And it is there. It's just cloaked, of course. But it ain't that hard these days. It ain't that hard to fool the human eye. The same thing goes for the ear. The ear operates on frequency the same way the eye does. So does our smell. So does our touch. So does, well, everything. It's all frequency. God spoke things into existence. And so understanding these things is a lot of what I'm trying to do and why I'm looking at the noble gases and trying to understand what affects what and how reality is created, how we perceive it, why do we perceive it, what are the qualifications as to why we believe something's real versus it's not, all these kinds of things. And I'm a person that was, when I was younger, I thought it was like a defect or a curse, because my left eye, I only have peripheral vision in my left eye. And which means that, how you can see things sometimes out of the corner of your eye in your peripheral vision, it's actually a thing. And then, but if you turn and look at it, it's gone. When you turn your eye to focus on it, you lose it. But out of the corner of the eye, it can be still there. That's peripheral vision. My entire left eye is all peripheral vision. So I can't focus on one thing. What I see is everything at once in my left eye. And I've had numerous experiences in my life where I've seen entities, we'll just say, different types of entities, using my left eye, especially in low light situations, like, when it's real low light or either just dark. My left eye has the ability to see things that other people can't see unless they happen to catch it in their peripheral vision. And so, yeah, anyways, I'm very fascinated about the whole understanding of the eye. Go ahead, Shannon.
This reminds me a bit of, that saying, put on your rose-colored glasses, or I put on my rose-tinted glasses or spectacles, or, and it's representing, getting into a cheery disposition by putting on the rose-tinted glasses, and it's positive and cheerful and uplifting and all of that. And the spectrum light that you were showing, as you get more into the reds and things along those lines, it's a higher frequency than the lower ones. But that Dicinian glass seemed to be more in that lower light spectrum of more like the indigo kind of color. You know what I'm saying? Like the lower frequencies. Mm-hmm. So you're able to see the lower frequency that much better. Purple. And too, for those who are colorblind, I wonder if that has an effect on how you actually see and perceive the dimensional space around you and what is there. And
is it a curse or is it not?
Right. And they have come out with these glasses that you can purchase now, supposedly, although I've seen some things where people are saying it's not as awesome as they say it is, but you can get glasses now that will correct your color blindness, so you can finally see these colors when you never could before. And it's worked for some people, but I've heard mixed reviews. But the fact that you're using these color frequencies over your eyes, it's showing you that these color spectrums and what your visual capabilities can be changed. They can be altered through another light reflective, covering.
Just another lens of some type. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Which, they're coming out with those Google eye, the lenses that you could just put on your eye, like a contact lens.
Yeah.
And things along those lines. They're covering your eyes. When you put on the virtual reality stuff, you're looking through a lens of something.
And a hologram.
Exactly. So, that just kind of reiterates.
I got to go in just a few minutes, guys.
Yeah, we actually are going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up here in just a minute, but I've got a little commercial break we got to take real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Shannon, Roxy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did y'all guys hear anything a minute ago while we were running the?
Yeah, I think that was Roxy yelling at me.
Probably thought I was muted. I'm trying to find a child. I got to go.
Did you
Y'all
call
have a great
Adeline?
weekend. Yep. I got
Lord
to
have
go.
mercy, freak me out.
Bye, Roxy.
Bye. Have a good night. I got to go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh man, that's how could I hear? That was weird. That kind of creeped me out there for a minute.
Oh, I knew exactly what that was. I was like, oh, grandkids
Yeah.
getting yelled at.
Y'all guys, right? Y'all guys out there, you couldn't hear, but it's hard to explain why you couldn't. But the technology.
Technology.
Roxy was yelling at one of her grandkids, and she's like, "Ellen!" And
I thought it was great timing in the commercial, actually.
we were like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" I had to check the studio, make sure we didn't have some guests I didn't know about. I'm like about to freak out. I'm like, "Miss Kim, did you hear that?" Thank goodness it was just Roxy.
Yeah,
All
just Roxy.
You know,
Children. What can you do?
children.
Children.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Super Mike, Super Dave, and all y'all guys for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hope we made your day just a little bit better. On Fridays, we're trying to just have a little bit more fun with y'all guys and just have good time, a little bit of fun time instead of just teaching something or having bad news on certain things. We don't want to do that all the time. So I think we did a pretty good job of that today. And oh, wait a minute. Live update from East Coast, South Carolina. We currently have still clear skies and no chemtrails. Yeah.
Woo woo.
All right. Well, guys, thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Roxy.
Love you, Roxy.
Visitor 5086 from the website says, "Watch out, your watch is watching you." Yeah, everything we got is watching us. Unfortunately, crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. And hey, guys, don't forget to check out Super Day 44. I know he goes live quite often throughout the week. Check out Daniel because he'll be back tomorrow with another show. Woohoo, Superthon. And then keep an eye out for possibly a random broadcast from Children of the Most High this weekend. It's not a guarantee, but I'm keeping an eye on things going on in the world, and I'd like to get an update and get the segment started of, checking in with everybody and reporting what we see.
Yeah.
And then we have Roxy on Tuesday with the Roxy Files. And Children of the
you
Most
guys
High on
going to
Thursday.
start simulcasting to both channels for certain shows?
We sure are. I mean, we
Okay.
might do a few on our own here and there,
Right. Sure.
but we like working together. We have fun, and I think the audience has fun with us. So,
And learn something. Imagine
exactly.
that. Have fun and learn
So,
something. It don't have to be all
exactly.
dread when you're listening to Daniel.
Right. And don't forget, though, Wednesdays are Logic Before Authority. So it's Daniel just himself, for sure, guaranteed. And he will, I'm sure, come up with some more enlightening, fantastic information from the Holy Spirit. So tune in, guys. We're in your face all the time now. So let's go.
Yeah. Thank you, Shannon. All right, guys. We love you. And we'll see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye for now.